Welcome to Reality Aftershow coverage of Naked and Afraid, Last One Standing, Season 3. This is Episode 8. I'm Jonny Fairplay, joined as always by my favorite survivalist, the White Widow herself.
The White Widow. Here I am.
Trish Bulinsky, and also president of the Suzanne Fawns.
That's right. President. El Presidente.
Yeah. El Presidente. All right, you are in the Target parking lot because you have no Wi-Fi, thanks to flooding and everything else that is happening in the Carolinas right now.
Yeah, exactly. Like, thank you, whatever storm that was that knocked everything out. So I'm sitting in the parking lot of the old Target.
You know the difference between a Target parking lot and a Walmart parking lot is. I don't know if you've seen, but there are typically long strands of not real hair in the Walmart parking lot, which I like to refer to as unbelievable.
Yeah, unbelievable. Yeah, there's plenty of that. I've seen a lot of interesting footwear that's usually meant for indoors, but
you just blew your cover. You're at the Walmart parking lot. You were not at Target.
Well, at both. I mean, the Target parking lot, they do dress up the casual nighttime pajama wear with some chunky heels.
Oh, there we go. I actually was leaving Target the other day, and there was copious amounts of marijuana being smoked, and I was like, I felt like I just left. Did I just leave Walmart?
I don't know if that's quite up the Walmart alley.
I don't know. Yeah.
I think it's more like, the meth and other
Mad Dog 2020.
Yep, something like that. Yeah, I've
who
seen
doesn't
it
love
all.
who doesn't love a good old bootlegger's pint every now?
I mean, what's not to love about it? There's so many things to love about it that are before and after the consumption. So
yes. Oh yeah, there's that. So well, it's episode 8, and our intro ends with Darren saying, "Last one standing." We're done with Australia. We don't say Australia anymore.
No, they don't. Yeah. I guess they quit that. I don't know.
Who's to say? And Darren and Darren fashion, very weird saying it.
Yeah, Darren. I didn't expect a lot of it, but yeah. I mean, Darren's killing it.
This is very much a Darren episode for all the Darren stands out there. This is one to celebrate. We have what appears to be one episode remaining. Maybe 2. I don't know that because I really feel they stretched episode 8 is with all the meat on the bone. This was like making jerky and eating the heart and like all the materials are being used here. Nothing is being left out.
Everything.
Bone broth.
It was tough. It kind of was tough to watch. Just it felt like they were doing a lot of look backs and a lot of like piecing together as much as possible. I fast forwarded through a bunch of it because they kept repeating a bunch. But I will agree with you. This was Darren's episode for sure. Yeah. Finally, he's getting the recognition.
This is the bone broth episode of the season.
Yeah, I agree with that. It was the scraps.
Yeah, there's nutrients there.
There is, but I think they could have cut it to maybe an hour, because it really was just 2 good challenges, and I mean, it was really, in my opinion, drawn out to get to the same outcome. It was just a lot of like look back and rewind, and it was kind of hard to really stay focused. But
this would have been a good solid 1 hour episode.
Yeah, agreed. I think an hour would have sufficed. It would have kept you entertained, on the edge of your seat, but also not bored and looking for like, why do they keep repeating the same thing?
Yeah, why am I checking for Prime deals?
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Well, it's day 28. As we were reminded from the end of last episode, surrender fire starter, all previous items, no fire kits. But guess what? Chini has paracord. Won't need it. Oh yes, she will. We'll get there. So this challenge is easy. Make a primitive fire and release the map. Fourth place is going home. We start with Patrick. He sees pea bush as tinder, and I was like, "Uh-oh, we've learned that pea bush can make your best hand drill."
Mm-hmm. Nice
But
straight pieces of wood and branches. Yeah, it's perfect for that.
Yeah, well,
Or to pee on, I guess.
who's to say?
Yeah,
Well,
I think we have all built.
It's 99 degrees and it's 10 a.m. Trish, this
Oh,
sucks.
yeah.
This is our hottest day possibly.
Yeah, that is absolutely accurate. It was just coming into the summer season, so day by day it was growing within like the heat intensity. So I absolutely know it was brutal at that time of morning.
Yeah, and as we mentioned on a previous episode, for those of you that are not aware, this area of the Australian outback is missing a layer of the ozone.
Yeah.
More cases of skin cancer here than anywhere else in the world based on the amount of people and the amount of cases.
Yeah, I absolutely believe that. I lived through the beginning part of that, and yeah, it is hot. And the sun is like, I mean, there's no shield at all.
Yeah. And a 50 to 60 degree temperature swing daily. That's insane.
It is absolutely insane because you're dying all day long from the heat, but then at night you're like, can I get the fire bigger? And I need to get closer. And another thing that a lot of people don't realize is when it is that cold at night, you're snuggled up to the fire. We get what's called toasted skin syndrome. A lot of us, I had it all down, because I laid in the fetal position. So my knees would be typically closer to the fire. And I left there. I looked like I had zombie skin all down my legs, my knees. And it takes a while for it to go away. I don't know if you guys experienced that on Survivor at all, but
yeah. I slept closest to the fire, and so when I finished my Survivor, we have talent wranglers and handlers that fly. So my first one was the Pro Islands of Panama. So we flew from Panama to Miami, and then Miami we're supposed to go home, and we had handlers watch us fly to Miami and then watch us go to our gates. Well, me and Burton went to our gate, and then we were like, F this, we're gonna hang out in Miami for a week. So we canceled our flights and hung out in Miami. Well, we went out of Miami, and we had just done 38 days on Survivor, and we looked like we just escaped a leper colony.
I bet you did.
And so we're like, hey, what's up, single ladies? And they're like, oh my God, like what diseases do you have? And so we're like, you know what? Like, so our 1 week vacation, we're like 2 days in, we're like, you know what? Let's rain check this and do this in like a month.
Yeah. Let's take a couple showers and maybe get a haircut and eat some food.
Oh yeah. We still stunk.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
In addition.
Yeah. Your hair and my hair, I know that fire stays in that for at least 2 weeks. Like
So no, we look like lepers and we stunk. So and we're just hey, pretty lady. They're like they're giving us spare change, and they're like, please leave us alone.
Here, I'll buy you a pack of fries and a bar of soap.
Yeah. I'm like,
I know that well. The other best thing about leaving the challenges are when you get back into, like, usually the airport is one of your first places where you see like a mass amount of people, and eating, because you dream about all this food, all these things that you want, and there's no holding back. Like every single thing that you've talked about or dreamt about, you get and you order, and then you just look like this savage, disgusting eating fool sitting there in the middle of the airport or whatever, and it's quite the spectacle.
Yeah, there you go. So, well, let's see. Sheeny's going to stick with the hand drill for now. She does attempt to grab all the pea bush in all of Australia.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's a strategy.
Yeah, even though there's pea bush kind of all over the place, it was a strategy for the area.
I liked it. Darren is last to find materials, and it is now time for as many double entendres as Darren can fit into one episode. So here we go. He literally got a spindle from that bush yesterday. He likes a little kink in his bow. He's going to go with a little back girth, and he likes to get it wet, and not a drop of sweat will be putting out his cherry. I'm like, when does it end?
I love Darren so much. That's basically the TV version of Darren, the PG rated. Sitting at camp with Darren is hilarious. And the entendres and all of the innuendos, they're never ending, and they're just the best. He is the most genuine, open book that you're gonna meet. And all those things that he said, that's Darren. That's
all
Darren.
intentional.
Intentional, absolutely.
All intentional, all with plausible deniability.
Absolutely. That's Darren. That's why I love him.
We have a comment here. Matt's gonna win. Darren second. Cheney third. The challenges are not women friendly for the most part. Matt and Dee have the advantage. I think they've edited Matt to win. I feel that I mean, even though Patrick is stronger and faster than Cheney, she wins this challenge.
Yeah, got to give that up to her. She definitely put the work in for that.
Yeah, and as far as a savage edit, well, they took this episode off.
Yeah. They sure did.
So I don't know. I feel like thanks for the comment. I feel that you're wrong on all counts.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just so. All right.
Agreed.
Yeah. So it's funny when you used the word innuendo earlier, and people like to say rumor and innuendo. Innuendo only refers to things of a sexual nature.
Innuendo. I mean,
yeah. But most people say rumor and innuendo referring to anything that's speculative, and that's not true. It's innuendo is,
and it's not fun either.
No. So I love a good rumor and innuendo.
Yeah. Who doesn't?
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, Matt claims that he has the toughest hands out there. Isn't he married?
You can't do that to me, Johnny.
Too soon.
Oh shit. Yes, Matt is happily married.
Well, maybe not happily then.
Well, he does spend a lot of time, filming and doing it. I mean,
alone.
Maybe he's just, busy out. Because I know they have a business, and they're busy doing that. So
apparently, she's very busy, and that's the result. He has the toughest hands out.
Well, he was out there for a while, so we'll just go with that.
So I feel that tough hands are a huge thing in the survivalist and survivor world, because there was a challenge on my first season in which we were all holding this rope and suspending one of our people in a teepee above the water.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Well, the beauty of that challenge is, like, I think Sandra was like, it was like, all of us in a line, and Rupert was at the end of our tribe, and Austin was at the end of his. So I think Sandra was first, I was second. I literally was like making faces, but not pulling the rope whatsoever, because I'm just like, I'm not risking hurting my hands in any way. so like, and they're like, okay, you can sit down. I'm like, okay. I literally did not exert 1 ounce of pressure in any way.
Oh, that's funny. That's
it's very, very on brand for Jonny Fairplay.
I love it. I love it so much.
So
I would have been disappointed if your hands got messed up in that challenge.
Oh, never. So we do get, so it ends with, Rupert versus Austin, which, we all kind of predicted. So none of the other really mattered. And everyone's just like, well, Austin's the gym guy, and Rupert's the big, pirate guy. They're just like, oh, Austin's going to kill him. And I was like, I'm willing to bet any amount of money Austin has never gone to the gym without gloves. Guaranteed.
That's right. Real world experience versus everything else.
And I asked him, and I was like, when you go to the gym, do you bring gloves? He's like, of course. And I'm like, there we go. We've won. It's over.
Yeah. Yep.
That's so crazy.
I mean, that goes to the all show, no go.
Yeah. Well, this is coming from a guy that owns fishing gloves.
Yeah. Exactly.
There we go. So I can point him out from experience.
Oh, I know you can.
Yeah. I'm a lot of show.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, let's see. It's Savage and Cheney doing the hand drill. Darren and Patrick doing the bow drill. Darren is taking water breaks. Like, literally, this is the tortoise and the hare.
I loved it so much. I'm like, that is Darren. He is very confident in his skills, and he knows what's going to work and what's not. I had no doubts at all that he was doing the exact right thing at the right time and taking that water break to rejuvenate and cool off, because it is so hot. We saw what happened with Jamie early on with that heat.
Yeah, and tying the rope around his head, because he's just like, I'm not gonna let one little drop of water. Yep. And I'm just like, oh my God, this is so much, and I'm for it. It was fun.
Yeah, he's smart, man. He's smart, and he's got the experience, and he just thinks way outside the box. Like he's a true survivalist. And
yeah, no, you're sitting there watching, and it's just like, last and getting his materials. And I'm just like, this dude knows that whatever they're like, oh, well, yesterday they made it in 2 minutes. He goes, you're not today.
I love it. He's got those one-line quips that are so on point, and they just hit like a baseball bat. And it only a couple words, and it just drives it home. He doesn't have a lot of different things to say, but what he says means everything. And
it's the best. It's so much. As I said, he's such a he's a lovable weird. Like, this dude, you tweak him 2 degrees, he's literally frightening.
Yeah, he's really one of my favorite people out there. He's not a bragger. He's not a shower, or he's just, well, let me rephrase that. That's not what I meant. All right, we're gonna tap and reset. He's not a show off. That's what I meant. He's not a show off. He's not. Yeah. All right. I just ruined that whole thing. I'm sorry, Darren.
You did good.
You know what I meant.
We'll have him on. We'll have him on and we'll blur it. That'll be great. All right.
He's very humble. I love Darren for that.
So, well, guess what? Cheney is switching to the bow drill. She was like, yeah, whatever we did yesterday is not working. Matt writes like, I'm switching to the bow drill too. And I'm like, holy smokes. While all this is happening, Darren gets an ember, he gets a fire, and the nose grease on the spindle was the trick. Yep. And now everyone knows going into season 4.
Yep, nose grease, ear wax, all of it. We were using, which I don't know if I even mentioned this. Our lips were so dry, and I kept seeing fans were saying they're wearing lipstick, they have makeup on, and maybe they're tattooed. No, that was sheer sunburn and dry lips. So the only thing we had was our own grease. So we were using nose grease and ear wax as lip lubricant, and it was disgusting. Yeah. But it worked. Part way.
So, well, Darren is now in the final 3. He has told that they will all be heading to solo camps. I was like, okay. And Savage is almost sacrilegiously using his bowstring to form a bow drill. And I'm like, holy moly.
That's when you know that competition is getting tough and real. When Matt disassembles his bow and takes the bowstring out to do something like that, you know he's in it to win it.
Holy smolies. So, well, he's second. And it's at this point where Patrick reminds us that he's stronger and faster than Cheney, but Cheney makes fire first.
She does. Impressive.
But Patrick is stronger and faster.
Well, not that day.
Okay. And he's also going home to the courtesy of the friction fire challenge again, not because of his competitors.
No. This was not anything to do with his competitors at all. This was individual.
Oh, but I feel like his competitors beat him, not friction fire.
Yeah, all the things beat Patrick.
Okay, but
he tried hard. He tried. I can't.
But literally,
hard on him.
His three competitors beat him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they
so
sure
are
did.
They legends?
I would say some of them are. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, he is the legend slayer.
Well, he was. I think he's going to have to hang that hat up.
Oh, okay. So,
because he's not even a friction fire slayer.
No, he is not a friction fire. So, well, guess what? They all hug, and Patrick is proud of his performance, and we get a highlight package, and I'm like, oh my God.
Talking about the fire or dating?
I don't know. He's so loud. And
I don't know why.
He's very loud saying nothing.
Yeah. That's Patrick. He does that a lot. He's
Jeff.
He's soft spoken until he's not, and then you're like, what the hell?
It's literally like what he does. Like when Jeff does "This is what I live for," it's like after a kill.
Yeah.
Or after,
it's usually in the right placed time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just screams.
Yeah, and I don't know why, because he's not normally like that when the cameras are off. He's pretty soft spoken. It's like when the cameras go on, he gets hypnotized. I don't know what happens.
I think he could be really likable. He could be likable, tricky.
Patrick is likable. He really is. He's a fun guy. He's very cerebral when he talks. I mean, he's highly intelligent and very aware. It's just, I think when the cameras go on, he just like, I don't know.
Oh no, I've seen. There's survivors that do that too. It's not just it's not just a Patrick. There's plenty of survivors. Yeah. It's like, oh my God, here they go.
I know.
Like you'll be talking. You'll be like, hey, how's it going? It's like good, you know, blah 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 blah. You're back and forth, and then the camera crew walks up, and they're like, and then
it's like, oh my God. That's something I can't do any of that. Like I'm exactly how I'm going to be. I think when the cameras go on, I might get a little more reserved because I don't want to come off like that. Yeah. And with Patrick, he's the opposite. So
you see him coming, you're like you're in the middle of a story, and you're like, oh, is there a camera crew walking up? Oh, okay.
Yeah, because he's great. He really is great. He's one-on-one. He's great. You know, hanging out with him. I mean, he's a lot of fun, and he really is a good guy. It's just when the cameras go on, he loses his mind. I don't know what happens. I wish he would stop though, because he would have such a broader fan base, and people would really see that he's such a likable guy if he'd stop that nonsense.
Well, we'll have him on the podcast, and I'll explain to him, you know, from a true legend. And you can reiterate as the White Widow legend that this is, know, there's another place for him that's a better spot.
That's right. That's right. Where is that? I don't know.
Well, guess what? Tricky will be back. I guess that's a warning. I don't know. Well, guess what? It's time to migrate half a mile to Zone 4. It is near an outback oasis with a waterfall.
Yeah, I never saw that out there. That is a fantastic spot.
It looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, well, guess what? Chini is not an indoor cat. She's an outside cat. Yeah,
apparently.
All right. There's like 8 things I'm not gonna say based on.
Okay. I'm gonna let you not say them.
Thank you. All right, you guys get it. Give me the thumbs up. Well, it's night 28, day 29, and they're literally just sitting there talking to themselves. And I'm like, wow, this is not good TV.
No, it's not. I wish they would have had everybody together to kind of talk about, you know, the day, and kind of do a look back, like, on everything that's happened up until this point, like with the first person leaving, the second person leaving, and, you know, just kind of do a reflection, kind of like what they used to do on Survivor.
Rites of passage is what that was called.
Yes, I loved that. That was one of my favorite parts of Survivor. Like at the end was when they did all that. They acknowledged everybody and just celebrated just their performance. And I wish they would have had everybody together in camp to kind of like chat about that. And I think it would have filled the time a little bit better for fans watching.
So we did we on my season we did the rites of passage, and the first girl voted out, Nicole. She was on the other tribe, so I didn't really know her, and they have each person say something. So anyway, so I walk up, I'm like, Nicole, rockin' bod. And that's what they choose to use.
Hell yeah.
Because they're just like, say something real sentimental and nice. I'm like, I never met the chick. I don't know. And they're like, well, say something like rockin' bod, and like,
I love it.
that's a keeper. We're good. Next.
Yep.
And then I had my one of my biggest allies, Trish Dunn, and I was like, Trish the dish, and if you piss her off, she can be a bitch.
I love it. I think that goes for all the Trishes.
So she was like, thanks, Fairplay. I'm like, hey, I thought it was good. I was like,
I thought it was fit fine.
Yeah. So there we go. So yeah, that was called Rites of Passage was the name of that segment back in the day, and they don't do that.
Yeah, it's so stupid. I loved that. And the other thing they don't do with Naked and Afraid are the reunions. They don't do reunions anymore.
Oh my God.
I was dying for reunions after my XL and just a couple other things. They don't do it. And what the network's not realizing is the fans want to see that stuff. They want to see the behind the scenes. They want to see the real, true interactions with all the cast, and they just don't do it.
And it's cheap. It's so cheap.
It is cheap. It is. From what I've heard, they said they don't get the ratings for it, but I'm going to call BS on that because I think so many
BS. They do get the ratings. No, Absolutely. They're just cheap and it's short-sighted. And honestly, it's as simple as Wheatley's Vodka presents the Last One Standing season 3 reunion.
Exactly. Like they're missing so much by not doing that. I think they're really just they're missing a lot. They really are.
No, their entire budget. Their entire budget is set on Shark Week.
Yeah,
that's the budget for the year.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. That and a couple other stupid things, but this, I think they really miss out on this. So, fans, just know we want it. We want the reunions. It's not us, it's them. So write in and let them know. Make some connections and tell Discovery you want to see those reunions.
There we go. I'm with you. I thought the reunion was the reunion on all these things are typically the best episodes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because you get you get the mudslinging, you get all the things that were not said in the edits and not like shown to fans, and you get to see a lot of that stuff. So I think they're missing out on a lot of good actual reality reunions.
So well, guess who's also missing out on stuff? Cheney, the fish ain't biting.
Nope. They would turn on and turn off like a faucet, those fish.
So what do you think it's just the heat?
Could be the heat, could be the bait she's using. I don't know. I don't know what she had out there available to her.
Well, she said grasshoppers, jerky, and fig.
I mean, the grasshoppers should have worked. What worked best for me were maggots.
Yeah.
Maggots and mussels.
Oh, you know what? Maybe set out some jerky.
Well, there's not going to be any maggots that are going to go on that.
They're not going to go on that?
No,
it's already
the whole point of the jerky is to dry it out. Yeah, and once it's dried out, nothing will land on it. So, she'd probably have to rehydrate it possibly and set it out. Maybe a fly would come along. But I'd say her best bet out there would have been like live bait, like crickets, maggots, worms, and mussels. Yeah.
We got a comment from Kate, the great one. She says she found the live feed. Yes, we like to do this in the mornings. She follows with Trish is great. Thank you for joining the season. I want to say thank you for joining the season. I think this is incredible.
I loved it. I had a blast until I didn't.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're talking on the podcast,
I love the pod. Are you kidding me? I love this. I look forward to this every week.
And we're gonna do interviews.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I think that'd be great.
Yeah. All right. We'll get so much. We're gonna we're gonna stretch this podcast season as much as they stretched episode 8. Get ready, folks.
God, are we able to stretch it that much? That's a
No,
lot
I
of
don't
stretching.
know.
That's more stretching than a bar yoga class.
So, don't worry, Cheney. If the fish ain't biting, there's figs and jerky for everyone, thanks to Matt Wright.
That's right. Matt saves the day again.
Yeah. So we also see Matt has a boarhide dream catcher.
Yeah, I love it. I saw that. I was like, what in the world? What a great idea.
Did you need a boarhide dream catcher? Apparently, yes, because they make good cowboy hats.
That's right. That's right. You know, when I first saw it, because I was fast forwarding through a bunch of like just the fluff stuff. And when I saw it, I thought that he made like the top part of the hat and the brim.
No, it's just his stupid spiky hair.
Yeah, it was his hair matched the same color. I was like, oh, wow, that was really awesome. But yeah, I mean, the visor, that boar visor was pretty clever.
That's smart. So, Matt is going to go hunting. No, he's not. There's a scroll. Proceed with all your assets, and you're going to have to dig deep. Patent pending. That's a Jeff Probstism. You're going to have to dig deep.
Dig deep.
You want to know what you're playing for? Where good things happen. He's so weird on that one. Anyway, that's one of the.
That's about.
Yeah, that's a Jeffism.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, patent pending, folks. Patent pending. All right. Well, guess what? You're gonna have to dig deep. Darren goes, I got a shovel, and I knew the shovel was gonna come in handy. I'm like, Darren, we all knew the shovel. Well, some of us didn't know.
Some of us didn't know, but yes. Darren's ahead of the game.
Yeah. So Matt Wright knew, but Matt Wright didn't get it. But he knew.
No, but he had a great backup plan.
Yes, he did. So it's 101 degrees. It's 11 a.m. Oh my God. And this one's easy. You just have to build a baited 8-rung primitive bird trap big enough for an 8-pound peahen and get crickets and everything. And I'm just like, holy moly, this is a lot. But yeah.
It's a big challenge.
So, and the winner gets a peahen or a folding saw. And I'm like, based on the shovel of it all, I feel that folding saw could come in handy on this final eliminator.
Yeah, but what for? Like, I couldn't think of what it would be good for, because sometimes they like to try to stump us and give us stuff that's completely useless and make us think that we're going to be able to use it for something. So it's like, it's one of those things you got to just go with your gut.
Well, I'd roll the dice because I have enough figs and beef jerky, thanks to Matt Wright.
Exactly.
I don't care. So, and worst case scenario, sell that folding saw on eBay for like $1,200.
Yeah, why not?
That's a house payment.
You know, sell some feathers maybe, but that's it.
Yeah.
But I can't imagine what they're going to use that saw for. How they would give him that much of an advantage. I mean, because everybody has machetes out there, and on the back side of the machete is it's like a saw blade.
Yeah.
So everybody kind of has a saw already. So I don't know if that was the best decision.
No, I don't know. So real quick, Trix is watching from the Philippines. Wow.
Hey, Trix.
And Kirk Royce says, "Why are you not naked?"
Well, we're naked from the waist down.
Yes, you've already spoiled that. So you when you reset, we caught you. That's not true. Oh, she is now. All right.
There we go.
So, yeah. All right.
I don't think the folks at Target would love that.
They would.
Yeah.
So, well, this is a non-elimination. Cheney has a paracord from her last challenge. She's using it again. It is coming in handy to finish her trap. However, the shovel is clutch. Matt, being the survivalist that he is, just goes to softer land.
Yep, smart. He's got an eye for that stuff. I mean, he's watching animals. He's hunting. He's a predator. And he knows the signs and he knows what's going to work. So I definitely think that was a really great thing that he was able to spot.
So, well, setting the trigger is literally nerve-wracking. You can see them shaking. And
the trigger sucks. The triggers are always the hardest because those bird traps are kind of heavy and they're a little awkward. And with one person trying to set those like multifaceted triggers, it's not easy. It's definitely a challenge.
Yep. So, well, before we get to the winner, we get some PSR updates because these are very important. They determine your worth and life as a survivalist. And Darren has moved from a 9.6 to a 9.8. I'm like, okay. Matt has moved from a 9.7 to a 9.8. It's almost like they're tied going into this finale.
Mm-hmm. Well, so I don't know if you follow along on the Naked and Afraid Discovery page, but they posted a PSR update the other day, and it had Darren as a 10. And then they quickly took it off. Yeah, we all noticed it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I don't, and then they replaced it with a 9.8. So I don't know what's going on there. I don't know who's running that page. I don't know.
Oh boy,
what is going
you're
on.
always catching this stuff, Trish.
Yeah, the fans catch it, and then they pass it along to everybody else. It's like, come on, man, whoever's running that Discovery page, get it together already.
What's your PSR?
It's like 8. So I don't know. 8. So I don't pay attention to that crap. None of us do. It's a joke.
My PSR is
stupid.
My PSR is -3.
-3? Okay. My blood type's A positive. That's how relevant it is to me.
Same thing.
Yeah. That's how much I care about the PSRs. They don't mean shit.
There we go. So, all right. Well, Darren's first, Matt's second, and Sheeny was last by this much. And that's how we measure everything on Naked and Afraid.
That much.
This close. This close. This close to finishing.
This close to the dirt. This close to everything.
This close to your navel.
To the fire. Your neighbor. Yep. It's always this close.
This close from the base.
That's right. I've seen a lot of things this close and closer on the ground, dragging in the mud.
There we go. So this close.
You guys walk around with those things.
So, well, Darren chooses the saw. He picks up the hen. He goes, "This is nice, but no." And
but I'm full because of Matt Wright.
Yeah, well, I'm full because of Matt Wright. And Matt Wright realizes if he had not fed Darren, he probably would have chosen the P-fowl. I don't think so.
Yeah,
I think Darren's getting that. I think Darren's like, I don't think I need this. I literally have a saw in the back of my machete. Yeah. However, there is a reason it's there. I can eat in 2 days. I don't care.
Yeah, Darren's good. He doesn't need a lot of food maintenance. So I think he went with his gut and his instincts, and usually that's pretty right for him.
Yeah, and he takes water breaks.
He does. He takes water breaks. He's like, I got plenty of time. I'm gonna actually take a little sauna out here and take a little scrub. He knows he has so much time to kill.
Yes. So I love it. Well, guess what? The peahen has fat and the jerky doesn't. So take that, Darren.
That's right. I got a pot filled with fat.
Yeah. Foul fat.
Foul fat.
Isn't hen like really healthy for you? And this guy's bragging about the fat of it all.
I mean, when you don't have it out there, you want it, you need it. But yeah, I didn't get to experience any of those out there.
Okay. Well, hen, I'm pretty positive that hen is healthy, and he's just like, oh yeah, this is I got the worst thing.
It sounds healthy to me.
So anyway, all right, well, that's it.
Yeah, that's it. Who wins the bird trap challenge? Oh, it's Darren.
Yeah, yes.
And Matt comes in second.
Yeah.
And Sheeny's last.
Wow, I feel like we're setting a precedent. Who's to say?
There might be. It seems like that was the 2 challenges. I wonder what's going to happen at the finale.
Yeah. So I'm loving it. I love that Matt has righted the wrong, pun intended, of his first season, Last One Standing season 1 edit.
Yes.
And so win, lose, or draw, I think it's nice to see Matt where we all want to see Matt as the good guy.
Matt is the quarterback for the team. Matt's a great guy. He's a natural born leader. He's very funny and very kind and very confident in his skills. So anybody who's got the chance to be out there with Matt, I mean, it's an experience that you would not soon forget.
Yes.
And yeah, he's a great, all those folks out there, the last three of them, they're all great.
Yeah. So, and then Darren is just like, you feel like you're like, this guy has as another survivalist gear that no one else has.
Darren, he's got, I mean, Matt's got skills, but Darren's got something else in him. He's got knowledge that comes from within that is more than experiences. He's got something innate in him, and it's very unique and very special.
Yeah. There's there's caveman tendencies.
Yeah. He's definitely got some caveman tendencies, but that is part of his charm. He is as real as you're gonna get. That is all Darren. That is not TV. That is not. He doesn't change for anybody, and that's what's so endearing about him, and why he's one of my favorites.
Yeah, and Cheenie's an outside cat.
She's an outside cat. She's outside cat fighting with the big dogs right now.
I know. I love the scrappiness of it all. So I think we're coming into a great finale. I'm here for it. If they stretch this out into 2 episodes, shoot us off.
Yeah, I'll probably just turn my own Wi-Fi off at that point. I can't do another one. I can't do 2 more like this. No way.
That's a lot.
No
so
yeah.
So with that, Trish, you're on the things. You're on the Instagram. You're on the Facebook. It's Trish Bulinsky. It's very easy, folks.
Yeah, Bulinsky. It's so easy to spell. Bulinsky. No I in Bulinsky. No H in Johnny.
Yeah, there you go. No H in Johnny. So I'm at Jonny Fairplay and all the things. JonnyFairplay.com is links to all the stuff. Yeah, I'm heading to Chicago. I'm doing a little vacay. I did Tennessee last week.
That's right.
Yeah, I got Chicago this week, and then I don't know. We'll figure out the rest of the summer. But I'm around. I'm excited. So
all right. Well, everybody should be looking for you. Spot him in Chicago.
Yeah, I will be. I'll be the. Do I have a Cubs hat? I don't even know if I have a Cubs hat. You know what?
Find one on every corner. I'm sure of it.
I'll be the guy buying a Cubs hat.
Yeah. Just watch for the flying bullets, but you'll be fine. I think you'll find one.
There you go. So awesome. With that, thank you, everybody. I'm glad everybody kept most of their phalanges after the 4th, and we'll be back next week to talk about possibly the finale. Who's to say?
Who do you think's going to win? Who do you think's going to take it?
I want to go Darren.
Okay, I think that's a smart choice, considering he won 2 out of 2 in this last episode.
And that falling saw could be the difference maker.
Could be. I think you're smart to choose Darren.
Yes. So, but I think the betting favorite has to be Matt, and I'm fine with that too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the odds are in favor of Matt for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
So I'm good. I'm good either way. So and Cheeney,
put your bets in.
Cheeney third. So.
Yeah, I think I think based on what I saw in this episode, I'd say that's probably the way it might play out, but who knows?
Who's to say? So,
nobody knows.
Right. So with that, we will see you guys next week. Click the subscribe, like, share, all the things. Leave a review. Leave a comment. That's the best way to control the algorithm. Yeah.
Leave something.
Leave something.
Something. Anything. Fingerprint. Blade of grass. Who cares? Leave something.
There we go. So with that, we'll see you guys next week. Bye, everybody.
Bye.